You've got the passion, you've got the mission, but there's this gap, right, between your purpose and the people you need to get on board. So, how do you turn that goal into a fundraising campaign that really connects with people? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today. Let's dive in. I mean, this is the question, isn't it? The one every mission-driven organization has to ask. How do you close that distance? How do you make someone, sitting at their desk, maybe thousands of miles away, feel like they're right there with you, part of the incredible work you're doing? It feels like a huge hurdle, for sure. But here's the thing, it's totally beatable. So, the answer? It's all about creating a digital home for your mission, what we call a custom trip page. And listen, this is so much more than just a web page with a donation button slapped on it. Think of it as a living, breathing hub where your story comes to life, where you share your goals, and where progress is tracked in real time. It's how you make every single donor feel like they're a vital part of the team. Okay, so it's super important to get this. Fundraising today is just different. It's changed. The number one reason people give now, it's not just a sense of duty anymore, it's trust. Donors need to see their impact. They want to know for sure that their money is making a real tangible difference. So building that trust, that's our top priority. That's goal number one. So how do we do that? How do we build that trust? Well, it all starts with laying a really solid foundation. Let's walk through step one, which is all about setting up your campaign for success from the get-go. All right, first things first, we're going to get your HYS account set up. This is just the basic groundwork, getting your organization's details in, setting your currency. And then there's one really key choice you'll make here, selecting campaign as your program type. This little step is a big deal because it focuses all your energy on one big, unified goal for the whole trip. And what's cool is that the platform is built to grow right along with you. So whether you're just dipping your toes in with a free plan or you're ready to scale up with Pro or Max, there's an option that's going to fit what you need. It's all about being flexible. Okay, next up, connecting your payment gateway. Now, I know that sounds kind of technical and scary, but honestly, it's super straightforward. You're basically just linking up a provider like Stripe, and you can even add PayPal as another option. The goal here is just simple. When someone feels inspired and wants to give, you want that process to be totally seamless, secure, and instant. No friction. All right, with all that foundational stuff out of the way, we get to move on to the really fun part, actually building your page. This is where you get to be creative and really craft the story and the look and feel of your mission. Okay, so right here, you've got a key choice to make. Think about your trip. Are you raising money for the whole thing, like one big pot? If so, the campaign model is going to be your best friend. But if donors are sponsoring specific people or maybe funding specific items, then you'll want to go with a contribution model. The most important thing is just picking the one that lines up perfectly with how your trip is structured. So let's talk about the essential building blocks for a great page. You absolutely need a compelling story. That's your hook. You need a clear donation target so people know what you're aiming for. You'll need some simple forms to get donor info. And this one's huge. Automated emails for that instant thank you that makes people feel awesome the second they donate. Okay, so building the page is one thing, but a great page isn't just built, right? It has to be brought to life. And that brings us to step 3. How to supercharge engagement and turn your page from like a static online brochure into a dynamic living hub that keeps people coming back for more. I love this quote. It really nails a huge mindset shift. You're not just collecting names and emails in a spreadsheet. You're building a community of people who truly believe in what you're doing. And that means every single interaction, every email, every update is a chance to make that bond even stronger. And look, this isn't just some feel-good idea. The data totally backs it up. A whopping 44% of donors say they'd actually give more money if the communication they got felt personal. Think about that. That's not just a number, that's a massive, massive opportunity staring you right in the face. So how do you do that? Well, here's a super simple but incredibly powerful tool to make it happen. Merge tags. All they do is automatically pull in details like a donor's first name into your emails. It sounds like a tiny thing, but it completely transforms a generic receipt into a personal thank you. It makes people feel seen, and that is huge. All right, let's shift gears for a second and think about where people are seeing your page. And the answer, by a long shot, is on their phones. Get this, over 62% of all web traffic is on mobile now. This isn't a trend anymore, folks. It's just how it is. And if your page is clunky or hard to use on a phone, you're literally losing donations, period. But the good news is you don't have to be some tech wizard or a web developer to get this right. HYS templates are built to be responsive, which just means they automatically look great on any screen, phone, tablet, whatever. Plus, the real-time preview lets you see exactly what your donors will see, so you can be confident it's a smooth experience for them every single time. Remember how we started? We said that trust is the #1 thing for donors. Well, this is how you earn that trust, piece by piece. Real-time progress bars? That shows their dollar making an immediate difference. Sending out regular updates with real photos and stories? That proves the work is really happening. And using clear, simple stats? That gives them a transparent snapshot of the impact you're all making together. Okay, so let's recap. You've laid the foundation, you've built your page, and you've supercharged engagement. So what's the payoff for all this work? Well, it's about taking the incredible impact your mission already has and just cranking up the volume on it. And trust me, the numbers don't lie. Organizations that put these strategies into play have seen, on average, a 3.8 times increase in sponsorships. Let that sink in. That's not a small bump. That is absolutely game-changing for your mission. And it's not even just about raising more money. It's about getting back your most valuable resource, your time. This platform can automate up to 90% of all those tedious sponsorship management tasks. Just imagine what your team could do with all that time back. You could spend it building relationships or focusing on the mission itself. That's huge. When you boil it all down, it comes to this. Every single tool we've talked about, from the mobile-friendly design to the automated thank yous and the personal touches, they're all working together for one big goal: to turn someone who donates once into a passionate, lifelong supporter of your cause. Look, your cause is powerful. It has the potential to change lives. So the real question you have to ask yourself is your fundraising just as powerful? Is it really doing everything it can to connect, to engage, and to inspire the kind of support that your incredible cause truly deserves?